Find angles X and Y in the figures below. Now, I have two circle geometry questions here that I would like us to look at very carefully. Now, if you look at this diagram, the questions are uncommon questions. They are not questions that you can just look at easily without understanding what to do, and then you just guess or solve anyhow. No, you have to be very careful of the theorems you have to apply here. So let me explain it one by one. The first one here, we have to find angle X here. That is the whole of this angle. If you look at it carefully, this line here, PQ, is equal to the line PS. So we are given this angle 43 here. And if we are not careful, we might be confused about how to start. So for us to make it easy for us to understand what I have to do here, I would like to draw this line first. Let me join a line from S to the point R there, and I'll trace it out. So this is the line there from S to R. Now, if you look at this, you agree with me that this chord makes 43 degrees at the circumference of this circle. Don't forget, anytime you have a triangle, you should always remember that this angle here, for example, has this side. So if this is A angle A here, this angle, its opposite side is A. So it is this line that subtends this angle. And then if this is B, then this will be angle B here. So you also know that it is this side that subtends this angle. In a similar way, if this is angle C, then the side that is opposite it is small letter c. Then we say that this side, small letter c, is the side that subtends this angle C. So the rule to always remember in geometry problems like this is to know that a side has the opposite angle. A side has the opposite angle, and a side has this opposite angle. So you will agree with me that this side PQ is the one that has this 43 degree. That is one that subtends this 43 degree at the circumference of this circle. Now then, the theorem that should come to mind here is that equal chords subtend equal angles at the circumference of a circle. So because this chord is equal to this chord, then what we need to also look at is the angle that this chord also subtend at the circumference. Please, you must take note of that. This one now has to be at the circumference of the circle. So now this PS, if you look at the opposite angle, just like the way I've illustrated here, the opposite angle to this chord PS is this angle here. That is the opposite angle, because it is this PS that subtend this angle with respect to triangle PRS. Triangle PRS. So if this chord, which is PQ, had subtend 43 at the circumference, in the same way PS, which is also equal to PQ, will also subtend 43 degree. And the rule is that equal chord subtends equal angle at the circumference of a circle. Hope you are getting that now. Then the whole of this angle now, you agree that the whole of this angle is 86 degree. That is the whole of the angle. That's 43 plus 43 will give us 86 degree. Then we now look at the opposite angle of the quadrilateral. Don't forget PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. Why is it a cyclic quadrilateral? Because all the edges or all the angles are on the circumference of the circle. Take note of that. They must be on the circumference of the circle. So now, the theory for a cyclic quadrilateral is that the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. The opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary, meaning that when you add them together, it will give you 180 degrees. So I can simply say that angle X now, we can just conclude and say, therefore, angle X is equal to, don't forget, angle X plus 86 will sum up to 180 because they are supplementary angles. So to get angle X, we are simply going to say 180, which is their sum, minus this angle 86 here, 86. And that will give us the value of angle X as equal to 94 degrees. So angle X is 94 degrees. So that's the value for angle X. Now let's move on to the second structure, the second figure, so that we can get the value of angle Y. This one too, you have to be very careful with the rule or the theorem to apply here. Now, if you look at this diagram here, you agree that this side BC is also equal to AD because of the marks that we have here. So that means they are equal lines. Then now, BC and AC makes angle 51 degree. Hope you can see that now. BC and AC makes angle 51 degree at the circumference of this circle. Now, what you must remember about a circle is that provided you are dealing with the same circle, equal lines in a circle must subtend equal angles. Don't forget that rule. Equal lines in a circle, or you can say equal chords now. Equal chords in a circle subtend equal angles. Take note of that theorem as well, which is similar to the theorem I have stated before. So this line BC and AC have made 51 degree here. In the same way, I have another line AD, which is equal to BC. And this time, AC. Hope you can see that. So you agree with me that the angle here will also be 51 degrees. Why? Because these two lines are equal to these two lines. Because this is BC, which is equal to AD. And then we now have a common line between them, AC on this first side and then AC also on this second side. So you agree with me that this line and this line are equal, are two lines that have subtended 51. Then the same two lines on the other part, on another part of the circumference again, the same two lines will also subtend equal angle 51. So don't forget that equal chords subtend equal angles in a circle. So if this is 51, that means this angle is also 51 because the lines that are forming the angles are equal. The lines forming the angles are equal. Take note of that. And they are formed at different parts of the circumference. Take note of that as well. They are also formed at different parts of the circumference. So now what you just need to look at finally is that this chord DC makes angle Y with the tangent FDE. So this is the tangent, the external line touching the circle. So this chord DC makes angle Y with the tangent. In the same way, the angle that the chord DC subtend in the triangle inside the circle must be equal to the angle that the chord subtend with the tangent. And what rule is that? Angle in alternate segments are equal. Angles in alternate segments are equal. So we'll just conclude from there that angle Y is equal to 51 degree, and that is the final answer. Hope you got the special and uncommon theorems in these questions. Please don't forget to like, share, and join for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.